Welcome to N News. Let's get started.
Let's rewind to that morning. The doors had just opened, tourists are starting to wander in, and that's when a team of thieves decided to launch one of the boldest heists you can possibly imagine.
The audacity here is just off the charts.
Honestly, for a professional job, they left behind a treasure trove of evidence. Now, more than 100 investigators had the recovered crown, a helmet, and a glove just sitting there with DNA on them, security footage, and of course, the entire abandoned truck to pick apart for clues. So the jewels were gone, but the investigation was just kicking off. More than 100 investigators were put on the case, and an intense manhunt began, spreading across France and beyond. And the breaks in the case came incredibly fast. Just 4 days after the heist, a huge mistake by the thieves gave the police exactly what they needed. They found DNA on a helmet and a glove left behind. And only 2 days after that, they had their first arrests. They were men in their 30s from the Paris suburb of Saint-Saint-Denis, and they were already in the police system. This wasn't some elite, unknown crew. And get this, just 6 days after the heist, police made their move. On October 25th, they nabbed one suspect at Charles de Gaulle Airport as he was literally getting ready to board a flight to Algeria. Then, just a little while later, they arrested a second suspect back in Saint-Saint-Denis.
All right, so 2 suspects are in custody, but the jewels are still missing. The focus immediately shifted. The French government was not about to risk a second heist, a second embarrassment. It was time to protect what was left.
The reaction was immediate. In this secret operation, they moved the rest of the crown jewels out of the museum entirely and took them to the Souterrain, this legendary vault at the Bank of France. They're now sitting 85 feet underground, behind a 7-ton door. It's a place designed to withstand pretty much anything.
So there was already this huge redevelopment plan in the works called Louvre Nouvelle Renaissance, but after the robbery, that project took on a whole new level of urgency. Security and infrastructure upgrades shot right to the top of the to-do list.
Oh, let's just recap how insane this week was. On October 19th, the heist goes down. By the 23rd, police have confirmed DNA evidence, and just 2 days later, on the 25th, they have 2 of the main suspects in custody. It was a remarkably fast response to what was an absolutely epic security failure.
So here's where we stand today. 2 guys are in custody, but that means 2 of their accomplices are still out there somewhere. And most importantly, aside from that one damaged crown they dropped, none of the stolen jewels have been found. That €88 million prize is still missing. You know, this heist did more than just show some security flaws. It put a really harsh spotlight on a problem that all major museums face. How do you share this priceless heritage with the world, but also, keep it safe?